guys, Mixed Media Girl here, and I'm here with Cindy Creatives. So Cindy has never resined a canvas before. Well, she did one time and it didn't work out.
Right.
So I am going to show her how to easily seal a painting with resin. This is an acrylic pour that she did. It is gorgeous. Make sure you check out her social media so you can see all of her amazing works of art, but she wanted to resin this piece. So we're gonna do that.
She's gonna get over my terror.
Yes.
With resin.
So I'm gonna just set that to the side for a minute. You are going to mix this resin. So first put on gloves.
Oh yeah.
And we're using Mixed Media Girl Artist resin. So I do have a little bit of A in the cup already, which is the resin. Now that's the thicker portion. Typically you're gonna start with part B because it's thinner, but I was actually draining another bottle.
Oh.
So I just put that in there.
So that's part B?
Yep, that's part A. And now we're gonna add part B. And this is used on a 1-to-1 ratio, so 50-50. And I'm going to mix up a little bit more than we need. I'd always rather have a little bit extra. So for this canvas, we probably only need about 12 ounces. And I'm gonna do just a smidge more. All right, so that's equal parts. And go ahead and stir. So when you stir, important thing is to continuously scrape the sides and scrape the bottom. And then you're gonna stir, 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 scrape the sides, scrape the bottom, okay?
Okay. I think stirring, you're having me do the hard part.
Yes.
I could have done a pouring part and then you could have done this part.
And then you wanna mix it for around 4 minutes. 3 to 4 minutes is good. I did preheat this, so we might not need to mix it quite long enough, but that's pretty much the main thing that you will run into.
What do you mean preheating?
So when it's cold, like it was cold this morning, I tend to put my resin in front of a heater, and that will make it more liquid.
Oh.
All right, so we're gonna get this mixed up and we'll be right back. Okay, so we've got our resin mixed up. Now, a key thing is to make sure your canvas is nice and tight. This is a little bit saggy, actually. So what we're going to do...
Spray.
Yep, where's that blue bottle? So we're gonna just take some water and we're gonna just spray the back here. And this will tighten the canvas right up, and you actually don't even need to wait for it to dry or anything. Don't get any water on the front, obviously. But that's pretty much all you need to do.
That's the top.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter.
Now I've reversed it so that you guys can see it the correct direction anyways.
Okay.
So you can already see it's a little bit tighter already.
Yeah. Oh, look how it bounces back.
Yeah, it's pretty instantaneous.
It's almost like a drum.
Yeah. Which is another test you can do, kind of a sound test, but yeah, it tightens right up. And now we're going to take the resin. And I did mention this earlier, but the biggest issue you might run into is not mixing your resin fully or having incorrect proportions, but more often than not, it's not mixing it fully. So we're gonna pour in the middle, and don't pour all of your bucket out, just leave some in. You can add more as needed. And then with your glove, you're gonna just take it and start going in a circular fashion, which this will continue to mix it anyways. And you're gonna start going to the edge. So you do that side, I'll do this side. So just don't go all the way to the edge, just slowly push it out. And we'll add more if needed. This isn't like a rush to get it covered with just this.
So you said don't go to the edge.
Well, you can, but just go slowly. Because we want to just evenly distribute this pretty much. And once you got it mostly covered, then go ahead and shove it all the way out to the edge. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more. But I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna add it in the middle.
Do you always do it in circular motions? So does it matter if you go like this?
Well, the thing is, you wanna keep mixing it the whole time, basically.
Oh, okay.
So this is continuing to mix it.
I get it.
Yeah.
I want you to make sure and go over my area to make sure I covered it enough.
So once we hit this with a torch or a heat gun, you'll be able to very clearly see if you missed any spots.
Okay.
Right now you can't really because there's a lot of air bubbles in there and it's a little difficult to see, but it clears right up as soon as you hit it with a torch or a heat gun. And you can really use either. Totally up to you, whatever you prefer. On a bigger surface like this, I would recommend using either a larger torch or a heat gun, because that little tiny torch, you'll be there a while. I'm going to use my Amtake heat gun.
Wow.
And that's all there is to it. Then you just let it dry. So after heat gunning or torching, I do go over it just to make sure that we didn't miss any spots, but I don't see any. I'm gonna go around to the other side. Okay, awesome. Well, I'm gonna bring you guys in for a close-up because this is really gorgeous. All right, so it really just makes these colors totally pop. And you can kind of see it from the side, very glassy. So a common question is down here, what do you do with these drips later on? I just sand them off. You can tape it ahead of time, but that's pretty difficult because you have to then remove the tape at the right time. If you leave it on until too late, it's very difficult to get off. If you take it off too early, it's pointless. And you have to take it off at a point where your painting is pretty sticky. So you gotta be careful. All right, so how easy was that, Cindy?
It was so easy. I'm not scared anymore.
Yay. So I'm gonna show her a few other resin projects, but hopefully you guys saw how easy it is to seal your piece with resin, and we'll see you all next time.